Hey guys, it's Dean. Welcome to Manflow Yoga. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what you should and should not be feeling while doing a mountain pose or standing mountain pose. So let's start with what you should not be feeling. So first off, you shouldn't be feeling any clenching in your hips or in your body. So mountain pose should be some sort of light engagement, but not really firm, tense muscle engagement. So if you notice that you're really squeezing your thighs really tightly, or you're pressing your hands down, or you're really squeezing your shoulder blades together, then just release some tension. You want to have, again, some muscle engagement, but you shouldn't be feeling really tense here. Second part is we want to avoid leaning forward onto the balls of your feet and the toes. You want to keep your weight centered. So big error that I see here, and this is just this doesn't stem from doing mountain pose incorrectly per se. It's more so because of how you tend to hold yourself during the day and your general movement pattern. But I see a lot of people, and if you have pain in your feet or your toes at the end of the day, this is probably a reason. So if you're leaning forward into mountain pose, if you notice that, maybe you feel a little bit of lower back pain or a little bit of lower back discomfort, you notice that the weight is more so in your knees, and you feel the weight more in your toes, and your heels might even be lifting off the ground a little bit. You need to make sure that your weight is more evenly distributed. So to fix this, you're going to kind of pull your hips back almost to the point where you feel like you might fall over backwards. Tighten your abs, and your hips should be directly above your ankles, right? So the hips aren't forward past the ankles, they're right above the ankles, and this is going to help with evenly distributing the weight through your feet. It's also going to help with your lower back and preventing lower back pain and foot pain. So that's another thing you shouldn't be feeling. And then lastly, you shouldn't be feeling kind of your neck moving forward, right? So you should actually be able to see, from your peripherals, you should be able to kind of see your chest, right? So if I'm looking forward and my head is kind of dipping forward like this, I'm kind of exaggerating here, but if I have poor posture and I'm kind of doing like a computer neck thing or a text neck thing here, my neck is going to poke out in front of me like this, my chin is going to kind of poke forward, and my shoulders are going to round. So to fix this, you want to make sure that the chin is pulling in toward the throat like this. You're trying to make a double chin, essentially. And then I should kind of be able to see kind of my torso in my peripherals. Even if no matter what your body type, you should be able to see kind of, again, a little bit of your torso in your peripherals. So this is the other main error to correct. And those are what you should not be feeling, kind of the solutions there. And then in terms of what you should be feeling, we want to be feeling slight engagement through your hips and your core. Your glutes aren't actually engaged, but you should feel your quadriceps and your inner thighs engaging, and your core, so your abdominal muscles. A really easy way to tell if you're doing that correctly is to simply put a block or put a pillow or something that you can squeeze between your legs. So you just want to pretend like you're squeezing something, or actually squeeze something between your legs. Tighten your quadriceps, pull your belly button up and in toward your lower back. Think belly button to lower back, and then you should be engaging your core and engaging your thighs. As you do this, you'll feel a subtle release in your lower back. So proper mountain pose is going to help relieve tension in the lower back. When you engage the thighs, when you engage the core, which work with the lower back, that helps to relieve tension in the lower back, because the lower back isn't doing as much as it normally does. So you should feel a bit of a subtle release in the lower back. The other thing you should be feeling is a slight internal rotation to your thighs, right? So your toes shouldn't be facing out. You have a slight internal rotation of your thighs so that your kneecaps are facing straight forward, and that's also going to help with releasing that lower back, that subtle release in your lower back. Finally, you should feel openness through the chest and engagement through the upper back and the shoulder blades. So as I'm doing a mountain pose, if you look at me from the side here, as I turn my palms to face forward and pull my shoulder blades down and back, my chest opens up. So it kind of looks like I'm puffing my chest out. I'm not here though. All I'm doing is bringing my upper back and my spine to a neutral position. And that opens the chest, that corrects my posture, that gets me from this kind of rounded forward position here to palms forward, shoulder blades pulling down, and now I'm in more of a neutral position with proper posture. So that's what you should and should not be feeling in mountain pose. All right, hope you guys found this video useful. Make sure to check out the rest of this page for more information on this pose, including considerations, proper technique, modifications, how to make it easier, and FAQs, and a bunch more stuff. Hope you're using this pose guide. Hope you check out the rest of the website. Make sure you're using the training resources. Check out the members area if you haven't seen that yet. And all the information that I just gave you is pretty much taken directly from my book, Yoga Fitness for Men. If you're looking for a physical resource to help you learn yoga and practice the postures, that is a fantastic resource. It's a #1 new release in 3 categories on Amazon, featured in Muscle and Fitness magazine, and also in Men's Health. Thanks, guys, for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.